Tutorial, we're going to learn how to brand all your photos for KWLS inside of Photoshop in under 30 seconds. The initial setup takes about 2 minutes, but from then on it should be a really fast process. First thing, import all the photos for the property into 2 different folders, one for all the horizontal and one for all the vertical. Unless you just want to keep only horizontal inside of the KWLS, which is what I do, you're going to have, like I said, all the horizontal in one folder. Open the first photo with your Photoshop program. Once it opens, I'll take that grid off, you can see the photo. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to start an action. Basically what an action does is it every time you want to do something, it's going to follow the specific steps. Hit your create new, which is this little icon here. Name it something, horizontal branding, and record. Now, since it's already recording, what we're going to be doing is first go to your image size. You're going to want to keep as much space available on the bottom for your branding, unless you have a small little bar or anything that's not going to take up too much of the photo. So I'm going to change this to 10 inches on the bottom. Make sure the anchor is on the bottom so that that's where the white space goes here. And as you can see when you look over here, it just recorded what I did. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to place your brand. File, place, go to where you keep your branding. Make sure this never changes. Always keep it in the same folder. So I have mine here. You're going to scale to fit the photo. You're going to bring it down over the photo, and then you're going to hit enter. Now that that's there, you're going to want to go to layer, flatten image, then file, save as, save your photo. Make sure you're in the KW. You're going to want to make a new folder, call it Keller Williams Listing Service, and save. Remember that we do want to save it as a JPEG. 8 or higher is best. And that's done. Now you're going to turn it off. So you're going to go over here and press stop. So now it's recorded us doing canvas size, placing the image, and then saving the whole entire image. So now to do all of them at once, you're going to close this. You're going to go to File in Photoshop, File, Automate, Batch. Now in here you're going to want to choose your new horizontal branding that we just made, your folder, choose the folder that you'd like it to find all the images from. So I'm going to go to that same folder. Mine was all horizontal. Since we didn't do it for vertical yet, keep all of these overrides the same. Folder, you're going to choose where you want it to drop off. For me, I want it to go into my Redmont and then into the KWLS folder. Now this is the kind of cool part. If you want it to say anything special that might go into keywords for your searches or anything else, you can put in here Redmont and let's see, Mesa, Arizona Realtor, anything that you want to say, plus a digital serial number, plus the extension, which is going to be JPEG. So you're going to want to override action save as commands as well. So it's going to name all 30. It's going to say Redmont Mesa Arizona Realtor plus 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, and then the extension. Go ahead and press OK. You're going to watch it flicker. It goes pretty quick. And all this time it's doing all the steps. So you can see it here on the side. It opens the photo. It canvas size, place, flattens image, and saves. Canvas size, place, flatten image, save. all throughout. And as you can see here, it's saving them all. It seems to be a lot more pain-free than going through every single one and branding it yourself. Like I said before, if you want it to take less time, find the best 20 photos. It doesn't have to be more than that to brand those, and from there it seems to be really fast, and you have a really good system down. So one issue that I've ran into, and I'll show you once this is done batching, is that it shows up, and you can kind of see here that it shows up with a small white line on the bottom. If you want to get rid of that white line, and sometimes it will do it, sometimes it won't. I'm not real sure why it does it every time. And that's something that I'm going to be researching. But the best way around that is to then go back in here, find one that has that white mark, open that with Photoshop, open it up, go down here to New, Action, call it Crop Horizontal, record that, go to your cropping tool, which is here, crop tool, come down here, I need to get closer to get it perfect. And make sure you're not cutting off any of the important information. And then hit enter. That's going to crop it. Then you're going to go to File and Save. Stop that. You're going to then go back to Batch. Automate, Batch. Crop Horizontal folder is going to be the Redmont KWLS. Same thing as saving it, and then press OK. And you'll notice that as you're going through, all of those files that were once had the white on the bottom is slowly disappearing. Boom. You'll see it as it slowly do it. And that's a way around getting that white line on the bottom, and it seems to do the trick and be pretty quick as well. So this used to take me about, I don't know, hour and a half to do 20 to 30 photos before. When I was branding it took me a long time. I hated it. But now that I use this system, I can usually get all of my branding done in under a minute. So, hope you enjoyed the tutorial.